down to the wire. What are your thoughts on the way you guys competed tonight?
Well, they're obviously, a really, really good team and tough to handle. I thought the offensive glass, their offensive boards in the first part of the game hurt us where they got a few, threes off some of their offensive rebounds. But, I like how we competed. It's, these are the games that we've talked about that whether you win them, obviously it'd be nice to win it. But we're, trying to get better. And that's where our mindset is. And, as disappointed as you are that you don't win the game, this is another situation that we want to take and use to get better.
Eric Walden, Salt Lake Tribune.
Q, it seemed like there were stretches, especially like kind of midway through the fourth quarter where they take Kawhi and Paul George.
Come back. I can't hear you, Eric. Can you guys, Olivia, can you let him know we can't hear him?
Yep. Hey, Eric, we can't hear you, and I unfortunately can't mute you.
Kind of the focus in the situations like that.
Hey, Eric, I couldn't hear your question, Eric. I heard the last part of it. I heard Paul George's name.
Yeah, sorry, Wi-Fi went out for a second.
Okay.
I was talking about that stretch kind of midway through the fourth where they sat out Kawhi and PG, and it seemed like you guys maybe had a chance to go on a run, and instead the Clippers expanded the lead by 4, I want to say, in that stretch. How did you feel?
Okay. You're out again, Eric. Let me try to answer the question. Can everyone hear me?
Yep, you're good, Coach.
Okay. So during that stretch of the game, you'd always like to make up ground, when those two guys are out of the game. I felt like we continued to attack. There were some situations with, if we could have got a few shots to fall, we may have been able to make a little more of a run. And they were able to build a lead during that stretch and beyond. But I thought, both Kawhi and PG made some big shots. Kawhi in particular, got to his mid-range, and particularly when they were small, it's tough to handle when they have shooting around that. It's very difficult to help, and he's so good in that mid-range area.
Ben Anderson, KSLSports.com.
Quinn, you've talked a lot about the value of learning to play with a lead. Is there also value in learning to play from behind and what that can do the rest of the season?
Yeah, I think, every situation, has its challenges. Obviously, you'd like to have to learn, to play with the lead. Tonight, that wasn't the case. And I think you saw, our team that, was competing. And you never know what the game's going to look like. And that's why, you keep playing and keep competing.
Last question, Andy Larson, Salt Lake Tribune.
When they had success with that small lineup with Marcus Morris at center, how did you guys want to defend that, and kind of how do you want to compensate with those kind of looks when teams play you that way?
Well, that's a tough matchup, for us, for anyone really, because they just put shooting all around the floor, and you want to be able to try and help. But then again, it's hard to come off anybody. We came off Pat Beverly one time and he made a big shot. The next time they missed, but we didn't get a rebound. We changed matchups a few times, and when you are in those situations, you're going to give something up, and we have to be able to scramble, win rotations. And as I said, sometimes that makes it even more difficult to come up with a big rebound. But give Pat credit. He made a big shot. He's a confident player, and I don't know that stretch necessarily cost us the game. But to your point, Andy, when they do play Morris at the 5, it is a unique lineup because he's such a good shooter too.
All right, that's all. Thank you.
Okay, thanks.